So what is a guest on the, I guess, newfangled version? It's not just a football version of your podcast here, right?
Yeah, it's more of an interview thing because the first version was an interview. It was more comedy and sports.
Right.
This is more interview. So, I don't have the skill set quite yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
And I just ask the questions that I kind of want to hear answers to.
Which is, by the way, a great way to interview people.
Yeah, generally speaking. I know there's probably more technique, obviously, but I asked the questions that I thought appropriate. When I interviewed him, because this was earlier, it's not, obviously it's pre-tape. So it was
this pre-Taylor's?
It was right as all of his private life was coming to light.
Yes.
And so I said, listen, it's out there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to mention it, but I don't have to drill down because I know this is kind of new and, you're probably being bombarded or whatever. And he's a friend. So I left it to him to.
And? Well, I guess people should tune in.
I got some questions out there.
Okay, good.
But I didn't drill down.
Okay.
I'm not trying to peel open the whole thing.
You want to know more important things like are your Chiefs going to friggin' repeat or not?
Yes.
That's what you want to know.
I'm concerned about ring number 3 for this group. And I'm also really concerned about can we get is it 5th or 6th AFC championship at Arrowhead? When we've never had it there up until like 2019.
Right? When we were in Germany a couple of weeks ago for that game against the Dolphins.
Yes.
And we were going through our meetings. Dan Orlovsky was part of our crew from ESPN, and he was on loan for the week, which was awesome. He points out how Mahomes has never played a playoff game on the road. And we all just sat there for a second and goes, wait a minute.
Bananas.
That's right.
That's something I didn't know that.
He's either been the 1 seed, or when he's not the 1 seed, the 1 seed has been eliminated in time for them to host the AFC Championship game. He has never played a playoff game away from Arrowhead. The only ones are the neutral site Super Bowls. That's it.
Yeah, they played in 5 straight AFC Championship games.
It's
5 straight. Yeah.
Insane. So is that part of the win for the Jets too? Is that there's no playoff games?
That's too much win.
Away from
too much win for the Jets.
Too much win?
Too much win. Too much.
There's a limit to the win.
I'm just saying.
There's a win limitation.
This is a once in 100-year cyclone that's going through Kansas City right now.
Dude, it's insane what is happening. And he's just
magic.
And the part like the Netflix quarterback series to pulling back, if you will, the layer that he is a red ass that needs to be calmed down during games sometimes because he's too busy MFing people like Max Crosby, who's, as we all know, a very, one would say, terrifically physical football player.
Yes.
I mean, and that's the guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I believe there are certain football players, and specifically in the quarterback position, that have magic. And I know that sounds weird or whatever, but I just think they have the Midas touch.
Yes.
Whatever that means. Montana had it. Elway had it. There's just people that have that Midas touch that you never count them out. Ever, ever, ever. And I think Mahomes is one of those quarterbacks. I know. He's shown it.
Right.
But he's got that Midas touch. That the Buffalo Bills playoff game, the AFC, or I don't know if it was a championship or divisional, but that one that came down when the Bills thought they had it, and then we came back and got it at the last second. Just, he's got the touch. And I remember when Elway came back on that Monday night game, and it was like classic, here we go. We lost in the fourth quarter again, last minute. Right. Elway did it again. But Montana had more magic that night. Well, came back, and we won that one.
The Chiefs are like the Chicago Bulls right now of the NFL. Again, where they've got the star player, and they've got, I guess you could call Kelsey his Pippen. Although, when we were there and Andy Reid is the Phil Jackson, of this thing. Yeah. When we were in Germany, there was a monster media presence it was like a 5-minute window that the media was allowed in to shoot the Chiefs in their one public practice.
Yeah.
And it was it had to be about 100 people with a camera. It was, again, that's what put the Benny Hill show in my head that weekend that I mentioned during the broadcast. People with cameras and just running in and stationing themselves and running out, because it's also, in all honesty, the world's most famous boyfriend out there on the field too. Seriously.
Yes.
You put it all together with a team that's as good as ever, trying to repeat. And I thought to myself, This is the Chicago Bulls, and that quarterback is like Jordan, but in a way more like Curry.
Yeah.
Who you would obviously know as well from your
Absolutely,
work on Holy Moly.
Absolutely.
Which needs to be renewed. Let me just say that.
Thank you.
On behalf of the Eisen household, the
I
Schuster
couldn't
Eisen
agree
household.
more. What an odd thing.
My
So
goodness.
I couldn't agree.
Oh, my God. We got to get more of them. But that's the way I'm viewing this team right now.
Yeah, I don't. There's no gracious way to say it. We're prime time right now. We are prime time. It's out there. It's happening.
Prime time, baby.
It is just. It's their time. Shine on. Let it ride. Let it ride, baby. We'll ride it until it kicks us off. Well, look, we all know it's going to kick us off at some point.
Oh, sure.
But until then,
Ours lasted 20 years. Yours going to last 20 years.
There you go. It can't. I mean, seriously, though. I mean, Mahomes he's
a young man.
Or is he 28? What is he
He's
now?
still in his 20s. He just turned
Unreal.
20. He's 27. He's going to turn 28, or he just turned 28.
Right.
Not old.
Yeah, young man.
He's 28.
Right.
Yeah.
And Andy Reid looked, like fresh as a daisy, by the way, out there in shorts when it's 40 degrees out.
Loving it.
Just doing his Andy Reid things. And Kelsey hasn't changed a bit.
No.
Zero.
Nope. He's true to himself.
Chris Jones is a monster human being. He's a monstrous human being. It's all good in your hood.
And the beautiful thing is as the team goes through the season, every team, they tweak, they improve, they grow closer together, they figure each other out, the timing, everything just gets better as the season goes. So if they can just stay healthy, that's always comes down to the health of your players. If they can just stay healthy, I really like our chances of getting back to the show, getting back to the Super Bowl.
It's in Vegas this year too.
And it's in Vegas, which I've already got my room. You got your room? I already got my room.
Oh, that's nouveau riche right there, man.
Yeah.
He's got his room. It's like, and it's like the Rain Man suite, right? Yeah. Overlooking the whole town.
The whole strip.
Right?
Yeah. And I'm just going to stand there, in a Chiefs Speedo in that big window. Just overlooking the whole.
That sounds more hangover now. It sounds like more hangover. Oh my gosh, fantastic!
No, these are the good years, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful.
These are the good years.
These are the good years. And I savor every minute of it. I savor every game. I savor every play. I really do because, nothing lasts forever, but right now it's happening and it's beautiful.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.